Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, to the garage. We did change the name to Nomad Garage. I want to thank everybody for the likes and the subscription first of all, and I want to invite everybody that hasn't done so to go ahead and smash that button so we can keep on growing the channel. I can get you guys more and more content. Today we'll be robbing a bank, literally robbing the bank one of its sensor one on a 2010 to 2019 Ford Taurus or Lincoln MKS. It's the same platform as far as the engine is a 3.5 liter twin turbo. I'll go ahead and I'll get myself some eyewear, get me some good gloves, and I'll get some good clothes for the process. So let's go, guys. All right. So after taking the wheel off, when you look on the passenger side, that's your sensor right there. Okay, that thing staring at you right there is your sensor. So that's your bank one. Sensor one is the one just before the cat. The cat is the big thing that you see right there, but that's pretty much the sensor that you're looking for. All right, let me slide back in there. I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. So bank one, sensor one, you have four sensors. You have one there after the cat, you have one here after the cat, you have one on top before the cat. So one is the one that's on top before the cat. There you go, right there. That guy, that is what you want. So you need a 22 wrench. You can take out the passenger tire and you should be able to have some room as well, but definitely going from the bottom here in between the mount here that holds the control arm and the cat, and I should be able to bust it loose and take it out. Before you do that, go ahead and disconnect it on the top. I already did that. I'm going to show you guys right there. Oh, where's my hand? That is your connector right here. Okay, so that you have to disconnect on the back side from the top, and this pretty much just comes off the frame. You just pry it out and it comes out. So I disconnected it. I'm just gonna yank it out, and that's that. But make sure you put it back on there so it doesn't touch anything too hot and ends up burning, and that could be part of your problem. I've already inspected the wire, and it wasn't touching anything, so it's just bad. So I'm gonna replace that, clear the code, and I'll go freaking loose from the passenger side. You go back underneath. I'm gonna try, and I'll show you right there. When you break it, you got to be careful with the with the wrench. God damn it. With the wrench, because when you rotate it to your left to unlock it, you're going to jam your finger on that thing. I just did, and it hurts as hell. Oh my goodness, it hurts. But yeah, so pretty much, oh my goodness. I got that, and oh yeah, that stings pretty bad. But yeah, it's loose now. Just gonna rotate it out, and then we should be good, guys. But you gotta watch out with this, because I'm telling you, that is no joke. And you should be golden. Usually I put gloves. This time around I didn't put gloves, and I got stung because I have a better feel when I don't have gloves on. I already greased the other one. I added some anti-seize on it. Just a little silver looking thing that you see on there. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get my ratchet there. And I'll tighten it. I'm gonna get my wrench. I'll go ahead and I'll tighten that up, and we should be good. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll put this back here, guys. I mean, we love our rust buckets, but my goodness, yeah, you gotta be on time with your shots. Otherwise, you might get in a big trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll attach that from the top, and then and we'll go from there. But guys, make sure you have your shots or you have long gloves when you're working on this, because everywhere you go, there's a signature. A little bit of rusty. Guys, that was pretty much it. It would take you about 45 minute tops to loosen that up and, you know, jack the car and do all the good stuff. That's hoping that you don't have any issues as far as the plug, you know, seizing in there and you having to do the PB blast and or the WD-40 to get that off, because that would ask for more time, about an hour, 2 hours after blasting it, so you can wait. In some cases you might end up using a torch. So in this case we're pretty lucky, I would say, to get that done that easily. So how hard would I say it is? It's about 2 out of 5 range on my scale. Anybody can do it if they have the time and they follow the instructions. But the part number for the upstream sensor is the same on both banks. So all the upstream sensor have the same part number, and all the downstream sensor have the same part number. I've double checked, regardless of the manufacturer, is the same part number. So you know, do your digging, do your research. I got Bosch installed, and I was told that it's not the best, but I got my 1.5 year or 2 year warranty. I don't know what that is, but I'll keep an eye on it. But pretty much do your research, get your right part, get your equipment ready, let the car cool off, and you should be golden. Again, be careful with your shots and everything, because I'm telling you, that rusty thing, it's no joke. So don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody stay blessed. Cheers.